Yes, just looking at this injury, it just makes you cringe.
Yeah, I wish I had better news to talk about. The news on Joe Ingles came back today, and it was as bad as expected. Ingles suffered a torn ACL in his left knee last night in Minnesota. He went down with less than 6 minutes to go in the second quarter of play, and you could tell right away this thing was bad. He had an MRI this morning here in Salt Lake City, and it revealed the extent of the injury. No structural damage, but the ACL gone. Injuries. Ingles will have surgery sometime in the next few weeks. It was devastating news to him and to his teammates last night after witnessing the injury.
At halftime, we found him in the X-ray room. Obviously, he was in a tough state, and just everybody came in there, told him, we loved him, gave him a hug.
We were thinking about him for whole second half, trying to get information.
It was tough, feel for him. He's one of our guys. One of those guys you put in any situation and they make the best out of it.
For me, you worry about Joe, right? Like you hope, because you wouldn't want to see that happen to anybody, let alone one of your own guys.
The Jazz were trailing by 5 when Ingles went down, but they rallied a little bit right after the injury and actually took a 7-point lead. But it didn't last.
That took a lot out of guys. Seeing him, tears in his eyes, just you know how much this means to him, and this game means to him, and what we mean to him. So it's like, it's tough.
It's not easy to lose a guy like Joe, especially when you're already down a few guys.
Obviously, what Joe brings to our team, the intangibles, his playmaking, his ability to find guys, his ability to space the floor, his high IQ. It's tough to replace a guy like that.
In Donovan out, he was our second ball handler. He's playing the most overall after Mike.
Ingles' numbers have dropped off this year after finishing runner-up as the 6th man of the year last season. At 34 years of age and in the last year of his contract, he might not be back.
You've given everything you have to this game, and that's not how you want to be, dealing with something like that at 33, 34 years old.
The Jazz have never used injuries as an excuse, but they've lost 11 of their last 13 games, and they know they need to find ways to win.
Well, we got a 6 or 7 game stretch at home right now. It's time to get a couple W's and make separation. But like I said, the more important to get healthy and be healthy for the playoffs.
We're figuring it out now. We're figuring it out now. It's the NBA. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And like I said, we're going through this now, and it's going to make us tougher in the long run.
Jazz have a home game coming up on Wednesday night, not knowing if Donovan Mitchell will be back or if Rudy Gay will be back, if they're going to keep those guys out until after the All-Star break. But what a gut punch for Joe Ingles, and a fan favorite. Everybody loved this guy, and he was so durable throughout his career.
Right.